night?
I'm just excited. It's an incredible opportunity to be able to compete the best of my ability for my university, my family, my friends, and those closest to me.
Spencer, when he cut the margin to 5-3, did it put any doubt in your mind thinking back to your match when you wrestled him the last time?
I just believed in my coaching staff, and my coaches told me to get one, to get that escape at the end of the period, and he said just keep scoring. I think that resonated through my head. I got in a couple more shots, and I wasn't backing up and focused on what he's doing. I was focused on my ability to score points and to continue to keep that action going.
Jeff Upson, PA Power Wrestling. Spencer, talk about that match in Oklahoma State when you were able to, or you got pinned. How'd you come back from that? Because
well, I mean,
pretty tough.
I think the last time I was pinned was the PJW State Finals.
Colin Cronin.
Colin Cronin, yep, yeah, give him a shout out, huh? I was 9, I think. I was 9 years old, so it was hard for me to be able to, get over that. I mean, the coaches were trying to get me through it, but they knew that I hadn't felt that in a long time. I mean, props to Nick. He's a great opponent. I mean, he packed me in front of his home crowd. I think it was a record crowd for Oklahoma State. I mean, they have a great environment. It's electrical. Obviously it's not like the NCAA tournament, but they do a great job. And I know that I had to just focus on the next big thing, and that was Big Ten's coming up, and that was the whole focus. I couldn't dwell upon what happened. I mean, I just had to learn from it and be better for it.
Doug Galassi, Tribune Review. Spencer, obviously, a win in tonight's round is obviously meaningful, but to have it be in a rematch from earlier this year, does that give it any extra for you?
Well, I mean, I really don't. I mean, at this point, it's the national tournament. You can only wrestle what they put in front of you. It just so happened to be a rematch, but I just had to go out there and wrestle my hardest, and just so happened that me and Nick wrestled here last year as well, so we both wrestled in the big stage twice now, and he's a great opponent. Props to him. We wrestled a good match. Hope we put on a good show.
Spencer, Nick Corey with Track Wrestling. It seems like the biggest opponent often is the mental aspect, particularly after taking some losses. What is it about tournament time and your mental state? Last year, going into the NCAA match tournament, had a couple losses, didn't affect you. This year, coming into the NCAA tournament thus far, doesn't seem to be mentally affecting you at all. What does Spencer Lee do to get himself ready for tournaments like this, particularly after you've lost to some of the people?
Well, you just gotta believe in your coaching staff. I mean, they believe in me. They tell me every day that I have the ability to do whatever I want to do, as long as I believe in myself. I mean, besides Nick, all my losses have been, I think, last-second takedowns in the last maybe 7 years now. So I think I just got to be able to go out there and do what I do, just focus on scoring points. And I think that's it. I have to score the next score. The next score is the most important score, and that's the mindset that my coaches have instilled upon me, and that's what's got to matter. I mean, he got that reversal, but the next score was the most important score, and that was getting out on bottom, and the next score was getting the takedown at the end, and that's all that matters, and that's what I have to focus on.
Last question here.
Spencer, Jeremy Elliott, PA Power. Obviously, in the last match, we talked about the pin. It was 0-0. Now this time, how important was it for you to get the early takedown and really kind of dictate the pace of the match, leading, and then also that escape with like 1 second left after reversal? I mean, those 2 points, or those 2 sequences there, I thought were really big.
I mean, it's the same answer as before. I was just focused on scoring the next score. I couldn't dwell upon however I felt or however he felt or what the score was or what the clock was ticking down to. It didn't matter. I didn't know how much time was left when I went to get out there. I didn't make a last-ditch explosion. I was just working towards it the whole time because I knew that I had to do something, and I had to listen to my coaching staff yelling at me to get that next point. And that's all I focused on, was just believing in myself. And now the next big thing will be tomorrow. It's going to be, hopefully, put on a good show.
All right, Spencer, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys.